get the attack skill, they can't rush through the game, and suddenly they've hit a brick wall, and often they will reset.
Himari, look! It's a human!
Whoa, Rika! Don't get too close! I told you, we don't know what's going on here, so we have to be careful.
But this person looks kind.
Those are the most dangerous types of people. It's not normal, and probably not sincere.
Hey! What is it? A human?
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Hey, Himari, Kota changed completely too, you know.
Maybe it's okay then. Even in the presence of a beautiful girl like me, he didn't turn into a big bad wolf or anything, you know?
He looked after Pabamon and Yuramon too, after all. Kota really is a good person.
What are you talking about?
Nothing important. We're discussing whether or not this person is a big bad wolf. Anyway, at least tell us your name, okay?
Before you ask someone's name, isn't it polite to give your own name first?
Yukimura, you're always so formal. You said the exact same thing when we first met.
That voice for the Guilmon throws me off so much because I watched Digimon Season 3 several times as a kid. So I expect the goofy kitty voice. And then this deep, serious voice for Guilmon throws me.
It's called manners. It really goes without saying.
You know, instead of that deep, sincere voice, it was Takatoman? The goofy, high-pitched thing. That's what I expected, and then I heard this, and it's like, what?
Well, I guess I need to learn by your example. Show us how it's done.
Fine. My name is Yukimura. This is my partner Kota.
I'm Kota Hirose. Nice to meet you.
I'm Rika. I'm Himari's partner.
And I am Himari Ofuchi.
I see. That's a good name.
Huh? I've heard that name somewhere.
Kota, do you have something to eat?
Only 2 Digistocks. I want to go in farther, but there's an aggressive Digimon in the way. There's not much around here for Digimon to eat. We don't even know how to get back to our own world.
Oh yeah, how did you get here? You can't get back to the real world even from, Floatia?
Well, if you're still here, there really must be no way back, right? Could the problem be the machine Draymon attacks? This world is in trouble.
No thanks to you, Kota. But first things first, what do we do about this?
Well, let's see if we can get to Floatia. We can take these Digimon too, right?
So I sent them off on their merry way. And they both instantly got my email. And they instantly, instead of saying thank you to me to my face, sent me an email. What is this digital world coming to? Digi latex. You know, I've heard of liquid latex, but I don't think latex generally comes in a liquid form. Whatever, okay, so I just now maxed out my items, and now I'm all the way up at 113. Which is sweet! So now, I can walk back. The alternative to that is I could use one of my autopilots. An autopilot would instantly warp me back to town. But since I don't want to use something that costs 800 bits just yet, I'm going to walk. Call me cheap or whatever, but yeah, 800's pretty steep early game. You know, I was celebrating getting medicines at 1,250 a pop for selling, but
It's working!
to buy a single autopilot beam 800 throws that right out the window. These guys really love fighting.
Yeah, excellent!
I can train for hours, and they won't want to be praised. And then I fight once, and they want to be praised. Jeez. And they're killing these guys in one hit. This is a massacre. What did I learn, anyway? Nothing. Strength 350 up. Okay, got that for the Mega Digimon. Nothing. Wisdom 500 up. Got that. Okay, so I learned some numbers, but they were not helpful. It's frustrating. And we're hungry again. Just like clockwork.
Here you go. Time to eat.
I have a feeling it was predictable in the original Digimon World game, but, you know, since I didn't have an actual digital clock in that game, it was much harder to feel that it was predictable. You had that weird analog clock, which was very fuzzy on what time it actually was. This is extremely precise, down to the minute, which you can see. Your main character walks very slowly, since 1 minute goes by for every step you take. And once again, since it's story, right to Digimon's house. Or not.
Oh! I just remembered! You! That name you told us!
What? Didn't you hear the first time?
You don't remember anything, Kota?
I'm supposed to know this person or something?
Do you remember the National Digital Monsters Tournament when we were in 5th grade?
Of course! We only got into the top 4, but it was still one of the best moments of my life.
Me too. We both lost in the semifinals. But the person who got to the finals?
What? It was you?
Kota was so nervous, I don't think he'd remember you.
And Himari had just got into high school, so she probably wouldn't know you either.
Anyway, where is Digimon's house?
There's 2 buildings. I don't think it's that hard to figure out. Aw, didn't Tamer level up? Bugger. That was weird. There was a delay. Okay. So what do I want to get? I want to get my learning type skill for in-battle skill learning rate. So this means whenever an enemy Digimon attacks, I have a higher chance of learning that ability. Drop types. The other thing I like to get is enables the use of the defend command. This is extremely helpful for when your Digimon die and you try to battle early game. Or if you're battling a boss. Bosses can be dicks. The tactical type, not really that helpful, in my opinion. Item user can be helpful if you're big on using items rather than having stronger Digimon. This is the extractor stuff I was talking about before. These do cost 5 instead of 3, but they do let you get better qualities of the various materials. So that can be extremely helpful. The finder types, I really don't even bother with until near the end of the game. You know, increases fishing rate is great and all, but you only need to fish for 3 quests in the game itself. And then, you know, the wild growth ingredients, you know, like the Digistocks, I don't really use them all that much. The Walker is far more appealing in my opinion. The Mental Trainer is extremely useful if you have certain Digimon, there are far more detriments that happen in this game than in the original, and that is extremely helpful for stopping them.
I see. Of the 4 strongest participants in the same tournament, 3 have mysteriously been pulled into the digital world.
I feel like this has to be more than just coincidence.
This Digivice was a runners-up prize for those in the semifinals. That must be what brought us here.
Does that mean the other semifinalist is here too?
Maybe. Or maybe they didn't use their Digivice yet. We can only guess.
Digivices that only you people carry. If we weren't in so much trouble already, I'd want to investigate these devices.
How dangerous are all these machine Draymon attacks?
They're very dangerous. They might mean the end of the digital world.
If we could do something about the machine Draymon, will you help us get back to the real world?
Yes, I have already made a promise to this tamer.
Then you'll have our help as well.
We'll do anything we can to help, if there's a way to get back to the real world.
So, what should we do?
This tamer has been bringing residents back to Floatia and greatly assisting in its recovery. There's still the threat of the violent Digimon. Would you perhaps act as bodyguards?
Bodyguards? Oh, that sounds super cool. Leave it to...
You sound motivated, at least. Anyway, I've been building a device that will be able to detect the presence of Machine Draymon. It will take some time for me to finish it, with just me working on it. That is why I am hoping to enlist the cooperation of this world's wisest man. Will you go to Logic Volcano and find Taumon? He can be something of a slow starter, so this may be a tough request, but I'm counting on
Go find Taumon. Again, for people who like Digimon World or Digimon Season 3, Taumon should sound very familiar. That was Renamon's 3rd Digivolve form. And now we have unlocked the EX scenarios from Rena. She is annoying. She is whiny. Give me my item, please. Thank you.
All right, let's do it.
Alright. He could use strength, and we'll go with speed for now since it's Devimon's weakest stat. There we go.
All right, let's do it.
And again. Oh. Sweet. Oh, and poop time. Followed by sleep time. Let's see if they weren't praise scold. It kind of sucks that you have to leave the room in order to do this,
Excellent.
but I kind of understand where they're coming from since it's so specialized. Okay, that was pretty good. All
Okay,
right.
gather round. Good night.
So now that we're going to sleep, and our new mission is to find Taumon.
Now then,
I believe I'm going to stop here
here you go.
and save that for the next time. Whether that's later tonight or next week, I'm not sure. So, for now, thank you for tuning in. See you next time. This has been Yami no Ryu. Later!